Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's been so long. I feel a bit shy right now in front of you. Oh no! So it's been a while. What happened? Where did you go? Where did you go? So, let's see. Can you guys tell? There's a little bit of something different about me. There's a lot of something different about me. And there's a little bit something different going on in the background. So I'm actually, I'm back at my parents' house in Canada, where it's a little bit saner, a little bit quieter, a little bit better for me right now. And that's one of the things I've really been learning the past few months. God, it's been months. Is just, it's really okay. It's really okay to take care of yourself. It's really okay to do what you need to do to be safe, to be healthy, to be happy, and to really like set yourself up, not even just like for success, to just set yourself up to feel good. So I've been back at my parents' house, and that's been really nice and really lovely. And I actually want to do a whole separate video on that. But for now, I really wanted to get on camera. It's funny, I actually like just got a Zoom audition, because that's how we're doing auditions now, apparently. I just got a Zoom audition, and I love auditioning and I love acting, but actually I got that and I was like, I would really rather do this. I would really rather be here right now with you. So, and I've been wanting and dying to be back on camera and back to creating these videos for everyone. And the excuse I gave myself for not doing it is, so you might remember, I'm pretty sure this is where it all started. Although more and more as I like have looked into this, I'm starting to wonder if it started years and years before. But there was a video I did with pimple patches. And I was saying like, oh yeah, I tried this deep cleansing thing, and I really shouldn't have done that. And sometimes we just need to like leave it alone, leave our skins alone. Our skins. When that happened, I started noticing these little tiny bumps on my chin, and then there was like a few breakouts, obviously, and I didn't really think anything about the bumps, and I really just thought it was acne. And then I was treating it with all kinds of different things and messing with masks and sheet masks, charcoal masks, lots of centella, lots of salicylic acid. And then it kept getting worse and worse and worse. And I didn't want to get videos until it got better, and I really thought I could manage it. I flew back to Montreal. It was still terrible. I remember on the plane ride, I don't like to wear makeup on planes because I think it's already dehydrating enough as it is, and I don't like to wear makeup in general. So on the plane ride, I was actually like really grateful for my mask, because all of the breakout was like pretty much around my chin, but I couldn't hide this like red inflamed angry area above my eyebrow. And I felt so horrible being out in public looking like that. And I got home to my parents' house, and my mom instantly was like, oh, your skin, what's going on with your skin? And we all just thought it was like stress, and probably to some extent it is, but hormones kept coming up. And, you know, that's how people talk about breakouts. They're like, oh, maybe your hormones are out of whack. And so I got back home, and my mom gave me a bunch of like charcoal to ingest and drink, because she's very like holistic and hippie-ish in her own way. And charcoal seemed like the thing, like, oh, you need to detoxify, so this is a good thing. And I thought also it had been so turbulent, and the decision to come home had been so stressful for me, that maybe once I was back in Montreal and feeling safer, maybe the stress and all of that would start to calm down and my skin would get better. Didn't happen. It kept getting worse. And finally, I don't have a doctor out here. I don't have a dermatologist. So I actually got like an online app. I also don't see doctors or specialists anyway, but I got an online app called Maple. And I literally just like took the phone to my face, snapped some pictures, sent it to a doctor, paid $180 or something for this. And pretty much immediately he wrote me back that I had a condition that is called perioral dermatitis. Perioral means like around the oral area, right? Is that true? Anyway, it's like oral dermatitis. So typically it's around the mouth or on the lips, but it can really be around anything that has some moisture to it. So around the eyes, it can develop too. And I think around the eyes specifically is called periocular dermatitis. But anyway, so I was getting some on my eyebrows and my forehead, and it can spread. And probably as I was doing all these like products and touching my face a lot, it was spreading. Anyway, so this doctor from my app, from my phone, my virtual doctor, he prescribed antibiotics and a topical cream. And I pretty much immediately ordered it from the pharmacy. I didn't really think about it. I just wanted this gone quickly. And I thought, oh, okay, maybe I can just eradicate this thing fast. So I didn't even think about it. I didn't even really look it up. I just got the medication, came home, and then I started researching. One of the things I came across, firstly, I didn't know how many people, specifically women, most cases were women. It's supposed to affect typically like women from like ages like 25 to 45. That seemed to be the most popular age range that were affected by this. Type A personalities came up a lot. I don't know why. A lot of women who it seemed like they had been doing a lot of things with their skin care routines. But that's a lot of women. A lot of women do that. A lot of people do that, and they still don't get this. So it's kind of a mystery disease that people don't really understand. And even the treatment of it is super mysterious, and no one really knows how to treat this. There's all kinds of information on the internet, but it's really confusing. It's really confusing. And I went down a deep, dark rabbit hole looking this up and trying to find a solution. So my hope for this is to actually provide some solid guidelines for how to deal with this, because at this point it's I still have a little bit of I think it's healed. It's just there needs to be like skin turnover. So I think the infection, it's actually a rash is what it is. So at this point the infection is gone, but there's just still some marks on my skin where it hasn't turned over healthy new skin. But it's gone, and I really want to just provide as much support and guidance for other people so that they don't make the mistakes that I did, because I think I made a lot of mistakes and I'm grateful for it, but I want to pass on those experiences. I really am grateful for it, and I think that's one of the biggest messages. That's one of the biggest messages that I want to give to all of you is if you are watching this and you have perioral dermatitis, or maybe you just have acne, or maybe you just have, I don't know, something going on with your physical appearance that is out of the norm for you. If you can have it be an advantage, if you can have it be the best medicine for you right now, that will change everything. And at the time, it felt like back in July, this felt like the worst thing that had ever happened to me. And now looking back, it's exactly what I needed. It's exactly what I needed, because I got to take a really deep look at all of my habits, be they like physical, tangible, like in the world habits, how I was treating my body, how I was treating myself, how I was treating my time and what I was putting in my body, on my body, I really started looking at that. And I really started looking at what I was doing to my mind, what I was doing to myself, my personhood, my spirit, my heart, like how I was treating that, what I was putting on that, and what I was taking into that. So let's get started. All right. First of all, antibiotics. Okay. So a lot of people, you're going to go online and you're going to see, oh, right, the only thing that dermatologists say cures perioral dermatitis is antibiotics, either topical or ingestible, whatever. What's it called? I don't know. A pill. I was given a pill, doxycycline, and I took that for almost 2 months. Yeah, it didn't do anything. Really, it didn't do anything. And being on antibiotics for that amount of time is terrible for you, So please don't do that. If anything, I almost wonder if it made it worse. I'm not going to say please don't do that. I'm going to say, this is what I'm going to say. Don't take it with a wish and a hope. Wait, I'm going to get to this later. Am I going to get to this later? I'm going to say this. If you decide to take the antibiotic, okay, use the power of the placebo. Okay, when you take that antibiotic, take it with intention. Like, take it and don't be like, maybe this will work and throw it in. Okay, believe in it. Believe in the power of the antibiotic. Because I did not do that. I took it being like, Jesus Christ, please let this fix it. And am I allowed to say Jesus Christ on here? And anyway, there was very little intention and there was very little faith, and I was just throwing absolutely everything at this thing, and it was just creating this energy of neediness and desperation and stress and anxiety, and it wasn't good, and it wasn't letting anything work. So that's what I would want to say about the antibiotic, is if you take it deliberately and take it with intention and take it with belief that it will help you. And maybe even like set an amount, I don't know. No, I was pretty much just going to take it until I figured it would kick in. But see, that is like such a powerless place to be doing it from. Like, it's just like, I don't know, this is the medicine I'm supposed to take. And it also places like blame on the self, like, oh, it's not the antibiotic's fault if it's not working. It's just me, and I just have to take this indefinitely until I am healed. Like, antibiotic is not going to be the solution for everyone, and that's perfectly fine. And for some people, it is going to be the solution. So I would just want to say, like, decide for yourself. Like, really decide from a practical, grounded, level-headed state of mind, how am I going to treat this? And then commit to it and believe it is going to work. That's what I want to say. The topical cream was a mix of noradate and 1% hydrocortisone. One of the things that you'll find about POD is that everyone on the internet, and that's pretty much the only thing I have to go on, because I haven't been seeing people. I've been in quarantine. Everyone on the internet says do not use a steroid cream on this, because it actually thins your skin. And a lot of the problem is there's actually been a disruption in your skin barrier. So don't use a steroid cream. It'll work at first, and then it'll flare up even worse than before. Okay, so I purchased this mixture with a little bit of cortisone, right? Hydrocortisone, which is a milder form of steroid, but it's still a steroid. I purchased this, and then I went online and I saw these warnings, and I was like, I'm not using this cream. No way. I'm not doing this. Why would my doctor prescribe this? But it sat on my shelf and tempted me. And I didn't use it, And then finally, like 6 weeks into taking the antibiotic, I decided to use it. Because I thought, well, I don't know, maybe it'll work. And the noradate, I forget the exact, there's an actual like acid name for what that is. If you guys, maybe I'll post it below, or maybe I'll do that. Anyway, noradate, it did seem from my research that did help this kind of condition, but I was just so afraid of the steroid. And I went back to the pharmacy. I didn't want to pay for another doctor's appointment. So I went back to the pharmacy and I talked to the pharmacist, like, he prescribed this for me. Should I really apply it? And the pharmacist was very disinterested with my condition and kind of said, like, you know, just follow the doctor's orders. This is a very, very small amount of steroid. Like, it's the same amount of steroid that you find on the shelf. You don't need a prescription for it. So just take it. It's fine. Just do what the doctor tells you to do. And I still didn't want to do it. And I even asked him, I was like, look, I have this prescription for noradate mixed with hydrocortisone. Can you just whip up some noradate and just give me that? And he said, no, if we get a prescription, we have to do it as directed by the doctor. We can't just give you certain ingredients, which I was disappointed by. Come on. Just give me the noradate. Just give me the noradate. Anyway, I did finally try the cream. And yeah, it was fine. Did it improve anything? I think it did a little. It didn't aggravate it, and I stopped using it because I was kind of fed up at that point. I stopped using it and there was no flare up. So the like, don't use steroid advice, I think you guys can cool it a bit on that. Yeah, it's not so serious. I don't think with all of this, just relax. Like, do not make it so important and scary. Just calm down. Okay. Those are the 2 doctor recommendations. Now, the other things that you find online are diaper rash cream, which typically is just a very, very high concentration of zinc. I did a lot of that. I was using, they're all the same. What's it called? Yeah, pseudocreme. I was using this for a while. And then a lot of people also mentioned this, which also has zinc, and it's supposed to be for sensitive skin and replenishing the skin barrier. Sulfate. And some people swore by this. It was like, this cleared it up right away. That was a frustrating thing too, is online I kept finding stories of people who had like found some product and literally within a day, it was like 80% gone. Oh, anyway, so I tried that. Felt soothing when this first started, and it was also summer, so it was hot. Literally, it felt so itchy and burning on my skin. And so there were some nights that I put this on and it did feel soothing, which I guess makes sense if it's for a rash and it's for babies, you know. It did feel soothing, but it's also incredibly occlusive and doesn't really let your skin breathe. So I don't really think it helped. The other thing that they tell you to do is stop using all your skincare products. Like stop washing your face, or if you're going to wash your face, switch over to a really gentle cleanser. And a lot of people switch over to CeraVe, or in Canada, the one that they recommend is, I'll post it. But I didn't do that either because I just have enough face cleaners and I didn't want to do another. And I did kind of go back and forth between not washing my face at all, not putting anything on my face, and detoxifying from skincare products, which is really interesting, by the way, because my skin got crazy dry. And now I'm starting to rethink the whole skincare thing. Like, I think it got dry because it got used to having skincare products on it, not necessarily that I needed the skincare products to begin with. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, and then getting frustrated and going back to a cleanser and then stopping and starting. So I do think that advice is good. Chances are there's something that is irritating your skin, and maybe it's just being overworked and it needs to rest a little. So I would recommend to stop using skincare products. Stop washing your face. Just let it heal. Let it calm down. If you are going to use something, yeah, use something gentle and probably non-foaming. Look for like all natural ingredients. I recently ordered, maybe you've come across this, there's like an Osmia, this brand called Osmia, and they have a specific facial bar soap. I haven't tried it yet, but it's supposed to be like all natural ingredients and really good for perioral dermatitis. So I'm looking forward to trying that. But otherwise, I haven't really been washing my face. Okay, the other thing that I got into was, so zinc is a great supplement for skin, and I was taking zinc supplements until I ran out, and then I just stopped taking it. But so zinc and vitamin C. The thing is, this is like a rash. It's a virus, and it's either bacterial. That's why they prescribe an antibiotic. It's either bacterial or it's fungal. And you kind of have to figure out what it is for you. And one of the things that they also recommend that did help some was taking Canestin, or like yeast infection cream. Wait, sorry. I thought I got everything that I needed for this video. So I didn't get Canestin because whatever, I didn't. It's funny because like you can either go to like the like personal hygiene section of the pharmacy, or you can go to the foot section for athlete's foot and things like that. And basically you're getting the exact same product, but just packaged different. So like this is pink, and I think the other one was red for the foot cream, but it's clotrimazole. Anyway, it's an antifungal cream, and it's basically what Canestin has in it. That did help some. And then this whole like antifungal thing got me down a path thinking, oh, it's a yeast infection. And then I started looking into yeast and candida, and I decided to completely change my diet and start taking in as much antifungal ingredients and supplements and foods as possible, and to eliminate anything that would feed fungus. So a candida diet, for those of you who don't know, is this video, is you cut out all sugar. Now, as a vegan, it's tough. It's tough, guys. It's tough. Pretty much you're allowed to eat some nuts, vegetables, non-starchy vegetables. I think that's it. As a vegan. And then obviously for other people, fats are okay. As a non-vegan, you're allowed to eat meat products. No dairy though. But like fish meat is considered okay, but obviously I'm not eating that. So for about 2 weeks, I was eating vegetables and almonds. You're not supposed to have all nuts, like cashews have mold, apparently, so stay away from mold. So vegetables and nuts, it's really hard to get full on that. And I was trying to limit the nuts too, because it's like, don't have too much nuts. I was so hungry and I had no energy. And somewhere along that way, I just gave up. I was still taking the antibiotic, and I just got to the point where I was like, you know what, either it's gonna clear up or it's not. And this is just gonna be me from now on. I'm just gonna be this girl with a bunch of red dots around her mouth. That's what life is gonna be, and that's just gonna have to be okay. So I stopped taking the antibiotic. And I was just like, here we go. And I was a little bit hesitant because it was like, oh, am I not, am I like ending just before the diamonds, Do I just need to dig a little bit deeper? And I just said like, no, I'm not doing this anymore. So I stopped taking the antibiotic. And pretty much when I stopped doing that, things got better. Really, things got better. I stayed a little bit on the diet, but I switched it. I started paying more attention. I was actually like really enjoying how much I was paying attention to food and how clean I was feeling. I just felt much more like in touch with food and what I was, again, like I was saying, like what I was consuming, what I was taking into my body and putting on my body. So I liked that. And then I started getting really interested in the medical medium. And I would love to do a completely separate video on that. So I started introducing fruits. And immediately when I did that, my energy level got way better, way more stabilized, obviously, because I was taking in carbs. But I did continue not eating any grains or anything like that. And that really helped. And then I also was taking a lot of supplements. I'll tell you just in case. I was taking lemon balm. I am still taking lemon balm, B12, zinc, L-lysine, vitamin C, rosehip oil. And, oh yeah, and then I'm making these smoothies with like spirulina and maca. So, yes. All right. The other thing that I discovered late in the game, just do this, guys. Like, really, if I could just give you one piece of advice, just do this. Manuka honey. So because I was doing this candida thing, I was really afraid of sugar. And I've kind of always been afraid of sugar. I was just very much someone who was eating vegetables and fats. So like kind of living my own version of a keto lifestyle with lots of avocado toast. And as a vegan, not eating honey, I never really liked honey. But again, kind of looking into like serious antifungal foods or antibacterial foods, honey comes up like way high on the list. And the medical medium, Anthony Williams, seemed to think that honey was like a great superfood. And I looked up a few things about people applying honey to their face, and Manuka honey is like 4 times as potent as regular raw honey. So I started putting this on my face twice a day for as long as I could. And then at night, I would kind of put it on like after dinner. And then right before bed, I would take it off, but not too well. So that there was like still some kind of residue, but not enough to like get my sheets disgusting. There was still like a little bit of residue so that it would seep in overnight. And it helped so much. It helps so much. But I would also like, this sounds really funny, but I would apply it in a completely different way than I had been doing this whole procedure. I would apply it like with love. I know that sounds crazy, but I did. Like I would apply it being like, you're so pretty. You're so pretty. Thank you, honey. You're so pretty. And I swear to God that helped. I swear to God it helped. It like made the honey more powerful. I really swear to God that helped. So applying this topically really helped. And then I haven't been doing that lately, but I have been taking like a tablespoon a day. And I think it's great. I love it. I love it. Just do this. And I swear to God. The other thing I have been doing, azelaic acid. That came up a few times. And so the funny thing is, in Canada, you actually can't buy this product. You actually need a prescription for it. So I managed to find it on the Beauty Bay, which I think it must exist in the UK. I think it's the UK. Anyway, it's from it's so funny because The Ordinary is literally a Canadian brand, but you can't find The Ordinary's azelaic acid in Canada. So I don't know. Anyway, it's really a like a chemical exfoliant. That's how most people use it. But I've been using that on my skin, and it can be a little drying, I've noticed, but not in a bad way, not when it comes to this. And I just apply it to the areas that it needs. And I think that's been helping. And as I'm like trying to just turn over fresh skin now, I'm liking that a lot. The other thing that I also got on the Beauty Bay, that I think this is like the best product I've ever tried in my life, is it's from their brand. It's their brand, and it's called Soothe Paste Blemish Treatment. I should hold all of these up. Tackling breakouts and de-stressing skin. So this actually has salicylic acid and prebiotics. Oh, I'm also taking probiotics, but this is a prebiotic in a little tube. And this is like just a little tester thing. So obviously it has salicylic acid, and it also does have zinc. And I've been putting this on during the day or at night, and it's really great. Again, this was like 10 bucks. Great. But I also think, so I think as I just relaxed and I calmed down and I started to believe that I was going to get better, I think my skincare and my choices started to actually like align with that belief that I was going to get better, as opposed to just being this like this crazy stressful panic of throwing everything into my system. Okay, so those are like the things that really helped me. And but I really want to just close up saying the thing that really helped me was finding a silver lining, like appreciating what this weird skin thing gave to me, and really like starting to enjoy learning about nutrition, learning about ingredients, learning about like my connection with my body and my appearance, actually appreciating the time to not be in front of a camera, not be in front of people, and just go inward. I would really say, if you're dealing with this right now, look for where this is the best thing for you. And it might not be apparent. And it's not like there is a like, yes, this absolutely is true that it's the best thing for you. You have to decide. You have to make it be the best thing for you. And once you do that, there will be something that you can say, oh, thank God for this. Yes, this is what I needed. That's what I would say. Look for that, and you will find it. You will find it. Just believe that it's going to get better. That your skin knows what it's doing, and hold the vision in your head of you with perfectly clean, glowing skin, because that's actually your natural state. That's all of our natural, like we're born to have good, healthy, clean, perfect skin. That's our birthright. Human beings are supposed to have good skin. It's just supposed to be there. It covers us. So believe that it will come if you just let it. You know, what's actually happening is there's something buried deep, whatever it is, that is coming out through the surface of your skin. And it's actually a kind of blessing, because thank God it's not going to other organs or other parts of your body. So something's actually like coming out and releasing. And that's how incredible the body is. Really, that's how incredible. So the body is like doing something miraculous for you. And as much as you can love your skin, as much as you can love those dots for their ability to save you, and as much as you can even like, I would do this all the time. I'm still doing this. I would like look at my red blotchy face and I would say, I love you. You're so beautiful. You're so beautiful. And the crazy thing is, you reach a certain point where you do finally just see like these red dots for what they are. And you're like, oh yeah, it is beautiful. It is beautiful. Like it's all skin. It's still your skin. It's still your skin. So continue to love it. Continue to love it, and it'll heal. It will heal. I promise you. Okay. So I really, really hope this was helpful to all of you guys. And if you're dealing with this, just know that I'm here for you, and you're beautiful no matter what. You really are. It's just our skin. It's just skin. It's just skin. So I love you all. Be well, be healthy, be happy, and hold on to the version of you that you know in your heart you are, okay? Don't let whatever's going on outside in the mirror, whatever ideas, whatever people are telling you you are, don't let any of that influence who you know yourself to be, okay? Bye.